Hello there guys, and welcome back to another epic Inexorable Maths video. This is the last video that we're doing on polynomial long division, at least for the time being, and we are taking a look at more remainders, but actually writing out the full answer if we have a remainder. In the previous video we just found what the remainder was. Now we're looking at actually expressing the entire result when we have remainders, okay? So this is I would say this is an exam question for sure. We want to write out 10x cubed plus 43x squared minus 2x minus 10 divided by 5x plus 4 in the form ax squared plus bx plus c plus d over 5x plus 4, where a, b, c and d are constants that we need to find. So this should give you some indication of how we actually write out our answers when we have remainders. It's not too difficult. All we have to do when we have a remainder is basically this. You do the normal process for polynomial long division. Once you get your remainder, if you have one, you simply do the remainder. So the remainder in this question is basically going to be d. It's going to be d. And you do the remainder divided by the thing that you were dividing by, which is in this question 5x plus 4. So it's, whatever the remainder is, it's d in this question. We don't know what d is yet, but whatever it is, divided by 5x plus 4, okay? That's basically how we go about it. So you'll see the full process right now. So let's just begin our polynomial long division. So the denominator of the fraction, 5x plus 4. And then we do our strange bus stop shape here, and we have 10x cubed plus 43x squared, and we're making sure that we're not having to write any like 0x to the whatever power, but we don't have to do that because we have every single power of x here already. We have the to the 3, to the 2, to the 1, x to the 0 if you really want. That looks like a 6, but it's a 0. There we go. You've got all of your powers there, so there's nothing that you need to miss out. Remember, if it was missing, let's say, an x term, you'd have to write 0x. If it was missing an x squared, you'd have to write plus 0x squared, right? You can't just ignore the term. You have to say that there's 0 many, x squareds, x cubeds, x's, whatever. But we don't need to do that. Okay, so let's just begin. So how do we do it? Well, remember, we take our first term, and we divide it by the x term. The x term this time is 5x. So we do 10x cubed divided by 5x. That gives us 2x squared, okay? I hope that we can see that. That's going to be 2x squared for us. So we put 2x squared up here, just like that. Then we take away, and we do 2x squared multiplied by 5x plus 4, the whole thing. So 2x squared times 5x is 10x cubed. And 2x squared times 4 is plus 8x squared, just like that. We divide 10x squared minus 10x squared, that's always going to be 0. And then we do 43x squared minus 8x squared, that gives us 35x squared, minus 2x minus 10, just like that. We then take away, and we take our 35x squared here, like this, and we're going to divide this by our 5x. So we do 35x squared divided by 5x. That's going to give us 7x. Yeah. So we take 7x, we put it up here, so plus 7x, just like that. We then do 7x multiplied by 5x plus 4. So 7x times 5x is 35x squared. And 7x times 4 is plus 28x. Okay? And just to be clear, the minus 2x and stuff, that came down, okay? The minus 2x and the minus 10, they just come down, okay? Just to be clear, because I didn't mention that. So 35x squared minus 35x squared, that is going to be 0, of course, it has to be. And minus 2x minus 28x is minus 30x. And again, the minus 10 just comes down, so we get a minus 10 right there. Okay, then we do 30x, or minus 30x, divided by 5x, which is equal to minus 6. Okay, so we take our minus 6, we put up here, minus 6, just like that. We then do minus 6 times 5x, that's going to give us, so we put our minus here, and then minus 6 times 5x is minus 30x. And then we do our minus 6 times 4, which is going to be minus 24, just like that. And we take away, so minus 30x minus minus 30x is going to be 0, because that's minus 30x plus 30x. And then we have minus 10 minus minus 24. That's minus 10 plus 24, which is plus 14. Okay, so 14 is our remainder. And all we need to do is we need to put this into the correct format, because we know what our remainder is now. We know what the rest of it is. So the way that we'd write out our answer, I'll come over here, is like this. We would say that 10x cubed plus 43x squared minus 2x minus 10 divided by 5x plus 4, that is identical to the quadratic that we get here, this guy, because that was that's the bulk of our answer. So it was 2x squared plus 7x minus 6. That's just this quadratic right here. And the part is, because we have a remainder, so only when we have a remainder do we need to do this. The remainder is 14. We can't keep doing polynomial long division because this is a 14, and this is, technically 14x to the power of 0, because x to the power of 0 is 1. And we can't do polynomial long division once the order of the polynomial down below is less than the order of the polynomial that we're dividing by, which is a 5x, because the order of the 5x polynomial, that's an order 1, because it's x to the power of 1. Okay, so that's just pedantics though, we don't need to really know about that. Basically, once you get to a constant, stop doing polynomial long division. So we can then add this is how you deal with the remainder. You simply add the remainder being divided by the original divisor, which was 5x plus 4. Okay, so that's just, the remainder term is just written like that. It's the remainder divided by the thing that you were dividing by. So this is your whole answer, okay? Just like that. Sometimes you might be able to simplify this this term here, but there's nothing to simplify there, so we can just leave it how it is. So just to be clear, because the original question was to write it in the form ax squared, you can see here, ax squared plus bx plus c plus d over 5x plus 4. We could then, we can look at this. We can say, okay, well, that's our a, so a is 2. This is our b, so b is 7. This is our c, so c is minus 6. And this is our d, so d is 14. And this is basically the answer. This is how you would go about it. So this is the complete answer. And if you really want to be clear in an exam, you can write out what A, B, C, and D are, but you don't have to. The answer is what I've got in these brackets here. So this is it. This is how you deal with remainders and actually write them in answer form. So you do the normal polynomial long division. Nothing changes. It's always the same. But if you have a remainder, you simply add another term, which is always whatever the remainder is, divided by the thing that you were dividing by the whole time, which was 5x plus 4. So remainder was 14, the thing we were dividing by was 5x plus 4, so the extra term that we add on at the end is 14 over 5x plus 4. That is all you have to do. So thank you guys so much for watching, I highly appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.